sometimes.
That is true. It's sort of like a weird min-max kind of approach to playing this one. NAVI min-maxing their style of getting knocked here, but Lemon's still on the warpath. The Falcons, they lose a player here. They're still on a little bit of a split, and they've got pressure on the north side with Guild going in as well. So losing one of their players here, not ideal. Lemon could potentially get flipped back up. There's not a lot of time to make that work, though, and I think getting across this road is maybe a little bit too tall of an order for Lemon, but he's going to give it a go. Smoke's dropping out, looking to try and cover the cross. Falcons are there. Alpha 7 are on the hillside further back, could potentially third party. I think Lemon's going to give up on getting flipped back and maybe just try and exact more of a toll onto the Falcons. A lot of damage, and there's Alpha 7 chiming into the fight. Lemon on the inside as well. There is no safety for Falcons, and they fall flat. A team on the north side as well, taking them down is Guild. Going for the scrap with the last player, Icy. However, Guild not so fortunate in this standoff.
Icy looking to move on forward. Trip up the players from Guild here. He pulls out the DBS, but down to one player here. And it was a slight mistake coming through from Falcons. They do pick up 5 elims total, but now Icy all alone versus Guild here. Can't take the shots through the window. We'll try and go for it. Sees the player on the outside, long distance DBS shot. He is dodging, ducking, diving, trying to get out of the way, but it's not working so far. Has to get the reload on the DBS. Short time ahead of him.
6 now in the chamber, ready to take the fight again. Looking for the pop shots, the nade over through the top, not going to connect here. No third parties just yet. It's possible, though, that we're going to see a team like D plus Kia roll in from the east side. RCB may be poking their noses in from the north, depending on how fast this fight can conclude. Icy still just hopping about, but it's such a nuisance here to Guild. And not quite finding the shots, but neither are Guild, as the Vicious. Actually, a lot of teams still on the south side. Blank, we've got 3 teams. Well, make that 2 with TJB finally going down all the way. You've got Nick Galaxy ahead of this one as the Vicious. Havreya's taken a knock. Icy, okay, back on board on the northeast side. We are going to be taking the fight continuously as he finds one. And now it's a 1v1, steps the corner. The last player just a little bit too much, and Guild stay alive.
It's a good play from Wagner, actually. The fact that he swings out wide, it's not what you would expect. You expect him to be holding inside the small cubby inside this building. So fair play to Icy to pre-load onto that position. Sadly, the pre-fire doesn't come through. Nick Galaxy looking over towards Vicious. They already pulled one out of the vehicle. They have a player in the wings as well, looking down the hillside. This is good news. Should be able to pick up one more onto that rock side, but he's already so low that the Vicious is down to 2. But Nick Galaxy putting a lot of stock into holding out this 4-man. And I mean, as 2 players, you get 4 elims on the game. That's 4 easy points. That's typically what you'd want here, even if you don't get too much further into this game. For Falcons, again, it was a weird play in the sense that they held down the crossroads. You typically want to play a 2-2 on that position. They're way, again, it's that heavy split that comes in to bite them. You play a 2-2 on that one, you have to open one of the compounds. You open the one that's isolated on the other side of the road, and you play off the back of that. For the Falcons, unfortunately, they allow NAVI into 2 of them with barely any contest. It's an unfortunate approach, in my opinion.
And Lemon was able to take down that south point of it. Narvalo in a 1v2 on the windowsill there, has backup from behind. You can see the regroup from Redox coming on in, but it's not going to be necessary. The Vicious fall to the shotgun